That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back in. That's my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own car. She don't need no lift in a strip club. No, my girl gon' flip. Now she twerking, she throw it out and come back in. Is that my best friend in the Tessie?
I'm so proud of us when we're driving some Teslas. That's when I know we've made it.
We made it. Mama, we made it. Hey, friends. How are y'all?
Hey.
That was a weird y'all, but, you know.
We are back for another week.
And it's fucking National Best Friends Day, so it couldn't be any better
Yes.
than, you know,
Yes.
spending time together because we're best friends.
Yes.
And this isn't obviously going to come out.
No, so
On
this is
National
probably
Best
going to
Friend
come out
Day,
like a month after.
But you know what? You should celebrate your best friend every single day.
Yes.
Because they're there to support you in your life.
Oh my God, let's cheers to that.
Cheers.
Yum. Oh, guys, we just finished laughing for like maybe 30 minutes.
Oh my God. We were like reminiscing on pictures of like things that we've done together, obviously.
In the last 6 months.
And videos, because we were going to put together a little
Compilation.
Yeah, a little corsage. Not a corsage.
Collage.
Isn't a corsage like what the men wear on
Yeah.
the flower? But we were going to put together a little like video collage sort of thing. And we like ran into this trip that we went to Austin. And it was for a bachelorette party where the bachelorette wanted us to wear wigs. And so Luis and I, it was kind of like last minute trip. So we're like, fuck, we need to go get a wig. Mm-hmm. And we just went to Party City, and, you know, they don't really got the best wigs.
No.
They're, like, shiny-ass wigs. So we're just looking at these pictures, and we look like straight wannabe assassins.
Not even. I think an assassin pulls a wig off way better.
Well, that's why I said we're wannabe assassins, because it looks like
we're the Dollar Tree assassans.
Yeah, like, if you need someone to, like, go and poke somebody in the eye, we could probably do that. But if you wanted, like, for us to kill somebody, no, we would get caught in an instant. Like, they'd be like, oh, the girls with the shiny wigs. You know?
We're, like, crawling up on the, like, ceiling crawl space, and we, like, fall through.
Yeah, our wig falls off because it's not secure to our head. And everyone else had, like, a cute little...
pastel colored. It looked like they had just gotten their hair done.
Natural.
And when I came across the pictures, I was like, who the fuck let us go out like that?
And everyone's like, you guys are so cute. You guys are so cute.
Oh my God.
You guys are all liars. All of you guys are liars. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now.
Like, I had a purple wig, and Aaron had like a black wig,
It was
right?
black. It was straight up black.
And our dumbass were like, oh my God, I want to dye my hair black or purple. Like,
it was terrible. Like, I was like, let me just do the most drastic color I can think of, which is literally opposite of my hair color.
You literally said, you're like, I think it's going to look good against my complexion.
Oh, it was terrible.
I was wearing, mind you, I was wearing like...
Luisa's was a bob, so...
No, not just any bob. It was like, do you remember that show, Ned's Declassified School Survival Guide? It was like about middle school, and there's Coconut Head.
Yes. The hair literally
I literally looked like Coconut Head.
The curl literally went straight under her ears. It was just, if you could just picture it. And don't worry, there will be something posted on Instagram shortly. But, yeah, so we've been just, like, reminiscing over that weekend. And just other things that we've done together, you know. When we get together, it's always a crazy time.
Yes.
So let's cheers again, because...
Cheers again to our crazy fun
I can't
times.
even with us. Except I can, and I want to all the time.
All the time.
But, So today, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just going to go into the topic that we wanted to talk about today, just in relevance to Best Friends Day.
Yes.
And we had just come across this topic randomly probably a couple months ago, and we're like, oh, we should save this for a rainy day.
Yeah.
And I forget how it's worded. You say
it. Yeah, I have it. We usually just like come up with these topics and we're like, yeah, and I just add it to my notes. Okay, so this is a topic. Get ready. Get your glasses. Hold your wine stems. Would you be upset if it was your wedding and your best friend / friend got engaged
at your wedding?
At your wedding.
Do you want to go? Is there more detail? Like, what's the circumstance?
Okay, let's say reception. After all the
after the ceremony.
Yeah, well, that's what the reception usually is.
Well, yeah, I'm just making sure.
Okay, we're on the same page, guys. At the reception, after the I do's.
Fiona just got scared herself in the mirror.
She's like, you want to catch these hands? To herself.
I do that to myself too. It's like, get it together. Get your shit together.
Anyways, so let's paint the scene. You and your friends, you and your hubby are dancing on the dance floor. You've tossed the bouquet. You've done all that shit. I don't know. Let's say your best friend, her boyfriend, drops down on one knee and proposes like right there on the middle of the dance floor.
No. I
would literally like nervously like, oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, I would be pissed, honestly. Like, it would probably, I mean, I think I would put on, hopefully, I would put on a smile and be happy for them, but I would honestly be pissed at the groom, or the boyfriend for not running it by me, because, first of all, dude, there are 365 other days in the year that are not my wedding day that you could have fucking proposed on another day and made it special for her. Yeah. Because now it's like, what, we're going to have the same anniversary date?
Like now this is going to be in my wedding video.
Yeah. That's rude.
Yeah.
Inconsiderate.
And then everybody, instead of talking about my wedding at the end of the night, they're going to be like, oh my God, like the maid of honor or the bridesmaid, whatever she is, got engaged. Oh my God, what a great. It's like, no.
Yeah.
They're not going to talk about me or my hubby or the food or the cake or the amazing DJ. They're going to talk about this engagement, which was free and everything else came with the price.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would honestly not be very happy. And, I mean, you have to kind of blame it on the boyfriend because it's not really the girlfriend's fault because...
Or the partner in general, because...
Whoever's proposing, don't do it at your best friend's wedding or at your friend's wedding. I just think, like, do it at a place and a time that you can remember and it be special for you.
Yeah, because you also have to think, let's switch this around. I'm at your wedding. My boyfriend drops down on one knee. I'm just going to sit on his knee and be like, fool, you better not be fucking proposing right now. Because I'm going to fucking cut your dick off.
Yeah. Just kick his leg and make him do the splits.
That'll teach him.
Yeah, for real. But, I mean, I don't know. I would honestly, it would put a bad taste in my mouth, and I hope that no one would do that at my wedding.
I mean, hopefully...
And I hope that I'm not ever put in that position, like you said.
Because that would suck, because it's like, I want to say yes, but at this moment, I'm going to say no.
Yeah, and be like, if you don't...
But then
you just look at him, like, all pretty and nice, and you're like, if you don't get the fuck off your knee right now, you're going to pay for it for the rest of your life. And trust me, when you ask me again, I will say yes, and I will make you pay for this sin right now. I could be a little scary if you didn't know.
Yes. What was I going to say?
Scared myself a little bit.
Scared me.
She's like, oh God.
Aaron's given me that talk. I know what that's like.
But what talk did I give you?
It was like one of my birthdays, and I was belligerent drunk.
Yeah.
And Fernanda was...
Let me give the backstory, because I'm not mean all the time.
No,
and
she's not mean, but Erin knows when to take charge.
It's Luisa's like 23rd birthday, I'm pretty sure, is what you're talking about.
I think so.
And we're walking down the street to this other bar, and we're about to go in, and she can't even keep her eyes open. And so I take her away from everyone, and I'm like, look, we're about to go into this bar. You need to open your eyes. Open your fucking eyes. Open your fucking eyes. Just get into the bar, and then you can fall asleep. I don't care. Whatever. Just get into the bar, and you can sit down. Whatever. And you know what? She was like, okay. And I think, did you have to go to the bathroom and throw up when we got in?
I tried.
Yeah. I
couldn't. But guys, I just remember we were at this one bar, and I blinked, and we were at this... And in my mid-blink...
She time traveled.
I time traveled.
And she was at another bar.
But I do remember faintly, like, you, like, not, like, in my face, like, aggressive, but, like, you were, like, pretty close, and you were like, you need to get your shit together. We're about to go into this bar. And because the cops were there, too. Yeah.
I was like, okay, well, we don't need you getting arrested on your birthday. That would suck.
But drunk Louisa got in. She did it.
She did. Lauren. I think that Lauren
That was
took
Lauren.
Over. Yeah,
Man.
Louisa was the one closing her eyes.
Oh, my God.
Oh, God.
But hindsight, Erin can be...
I know when to take charge.
She knows when to take charge.
But also, sometimes I don't. Majority of the time.
Majority.
I think I can.
Yeah. But...
I don't put up with much shit.
No. But, okay.
I feel like we lost topic.
We did, but I'm trying to steer us back.
Okay.
Okay, let's say we're still on the engagement topic, but it happens like off, like nobody ever finds out. But like you, like the bride, you as the bride will eventually find out after you come to your honeymoon, and you'd be like, oh my God, I'm engaged. I actually got engaged at your wedding, and then like no.
Like just wait till the next day. Wait till the next day, or, wait a week. Also, I want to be a part of whatever, if you're invited to my wedding, I would assume that you would want me to be a part of your wedding, and I want to be a part of the engagement.
Yeah.
So, if you're going to do it while I'm on my honeymoon, also going to be pissed. Bad planning on your proposal partner's part.
Yeah.
So,
excuse me.
I feel like there's got to be some communication between friends if you are going to propose that close to somebody else's wedding.
Yeah. Or
even, engagement. Like, friends getting engaged at the same time or whatever. I just think that whoever's proposing needs to communicate with the other proposer.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, man, let's not propose to our women on the same day.
Yeah.
Maybe let's, space it out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Do
guys talk about this, do you think? Would they talk to each other?
I think so.
I'd hope so.
They should, if they don't.
Man.
I mean, also, I don't have a boyfriend, so I don't know.
I don't either.
So, I would like some input on that, honestly. I don't know. I would assume that if you're thinking about marrying someone, that you wouldn't just do it on a whim, and communicate. It depends on also what the girl wants. Do they just want it quiet at home, or do they want an extravagant engagement party with all their friends and family there? There's totally different.
There are different ways to go about it. Yeah.
But I think that it's important to be mindful of the other person's happiness and day.
Yeah.
Rather than focusing on yourself.
It's like stealing the thunder.
Yeah. Thunder.
Whoops.
Stealing the thunder.
The thunder.
So, I don't know. I honestly, I wouldn't be too pleased.
I for sure know. I would be happy.
I don't know how I would react or what I would say, but it would definitely put a bad taste in my mouth for sure.
Oh, I'd be pretty pissed.
What about at your I mean, I don't know. All the other events, I was going to say, like, at one of the bridal events, like, but the bridal party, the men don't really come, and then bachelorette party, men don't come.
No.
Is there another party that I'm missing?
I mean, there's usually an engagement party, but that'd be weird to, like,
get engaged at
an engagement party.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it's, like you said, it's about, like, what people, like, what the couple wants, or what the girl wants, or what do you, I mean,
yeah.
I know specifically that I do not want an extravagant engagement. I don't want it in a restaurant. I want to just...
I don't want it in a restaurant. Let's talk about that.
Yes,
Let's dive
into that.
Let's whirlwind into that. Okay. So you don't want it in a restaurant?
No, I just think it's too... Unless it's like I worked at this restaurant or something like that, where, like, that's where we met.
That's where we all met.
Yes.
God,
totally different.
Could you imagine, like, my boyfriend or whatever proposing to me in a grocery store because that's where we met? I would be like, seriously, man? And then all of our family and friends, like, come out of the freaking aisles. Like, the freezer section. It's like, what? With, like... No.
Well, I'm saying, like, if you propose in a place of sentimental value, that's one thing. But you're in a room full of strangers. Yeah. It's just weird.
Especially, like, if you aren't 100% sure if you want to marry them, and then what if they ask you and you have to say no in front of all the strangers? What would you do? Would you say yes and then just say no later? Or would you say no and walk away?
I have no idea. I've clearly never been in that situation.
I really pray to God that I'm never in that situation. God.
That would suck. I don't know.
That would be terrible. That would be terrifying.
If I would see him get down on one knee, I'd be like, I really fucking hope you're tying your shoes right now, because this is not happening.
I really hope that fork dropped and you're picking it up.
I hope you're picking up your napkin that fell off your nap, because this is not happening.
Yeah. No, that would just be a terrible feeling to, like, have to, like, somebody else, like, to be in a place where you're not there yet and you have to publicly tell them no. Yeah. That would suck. So, okay, so not a restaurant. I agree with you. I would rather it not be in a restaurant. I don't know. I haven't really, like, thought too much into this, but I for sure want it to be, like, kind of private, and then, like, my family and friends, like, afar, like, away. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know that they're there, mm-hmm. but they're kind of watching, mm-hmm. or whatever, and it's, like, photographed, obviously, because mm-hmm. it doesn't fucking happen unless it's photographed.
Right.
So I don't know.
I've definitely thought about it.
Okay,
just, I mean, you know this. I'm not a very, like, emotional person, but I know I hope I would cry. You know, future take. We'll come back to this in the future.
Yeah.
But
when we get engaged, we'll tell you guys how we got engaged.
We'll come back. We'll react to this specific episode. But my dream engagement is, like, private, just me and him and, like, a photographer hiding in the woods or hiding in somewhere. Not in the woods. That's a little scary. But I would rather be like, oh, like, okay, like, after the proposal's done and over with and, like, we get pictures done. Whoa. Hit my mic. We'll be like, okay, like, we're gonna go to, like, dinner now. And it's like all my friends and family are, like, there, and they're like, surprise, it's an engagement, blah blah blah. Like,
so I'd they know that it's happening. They're just over at the restaurant already.
Yeah,
they're not watching.
Yeah, and then I walk in and I'm like, oh my God, everybody knew, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
I would prefer that. I wouldn't want people, like, watching.
I don't know. I guess we'll see however our future boyfriend does it.
True.
Let's work on getting a boyfriend first.
We need to work on that. Okay.
It's so exhausting.
It is. All right.
If you want to be our boyfriend, you know how to get a hold of us.
Yes. And if you are our boyfriend and you're listening back to our episodes, now you know how not to propose and how to propose.
There you go. And once you become our boyfriend, we will send you back to this episode to listen again.
I also think it's very important to have, like, if he feels like he's ready for that next step, to just start that conversation of like, oh, like, would you want to get married? And like having that conversation, because then it clues in to your partner that, oh, they're thinking about marriage.
You would hope so. You would hope they have those conversations with you. A lot of people I don't think do. And I don't know, as a boyfriend and a girlfriend, like you or, you know, whoever your partner is, those are very, very important conversations to have, because it's like, I dated a guy for a while, and I wouldn't even really consider it dating, but like we were talking for a while, and he like didn't want kids, didn't want to get married, and it was like a deal breaker for him.
Yeah.
Now like where he is now, we won't talk about, but I mean, those are deal breakers for some people, and like if you don't have those conversations before, you know, you get stuck in that commitment, it could really change your life in the long run. You know, it's like, well, I never even wanted to get married. I don't even want to have kids. It's like, what the fuck? Where'd this come from? I thought we were on the same page.
Yeah.
And I'm going to transform the conversation into like, since we're talking about best friends, and you know, your partner is supposed to be your best friend.
Yeah.
So you should be able to have those conversations with them, even the hard ones. And I know, like, I'm all gooey and lovey-dovey and stuff, but, like, conversations like that, I hate. Like, I am one of those people that wants to get to the bottom of things, like, when there's conflict, I guess.
Yeah.
But, like, having conversations that could potentially rise a conflict, I'm like, nah, maybe not, you know?
Yeah.
But I haven't had to have one of those conversations in a long time, so I feel like I'm just really bad at it right now, because I haven't had practice.
Yeah.
Nobody's made me talk about being in a relationship for a long time, so I don't know.
It's been a while for sure.
Yeah.
It's been a while. I don't know.
It's been a while.
Is that a song?
Yeah. Did you just ask me if that was a song?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I know.
All right, we're not gonna do it.
Okay.
We could go on and on.
I don't know.
What do you not know? About what?
I don't think I'm scared. I think I am scared of. I
know
I'm
scared. I think I am scared.
Actually, I know I am scared. Of that. I don't think that, like, my fear is the confrontation of it, like, whoa, like you were saying.
Like, of the conversation? Or?
Yeah, of, like, the rise of it, and, like, no, it's, like, the fear, it's, like, oh, he's, or she, or whoever, whatever.
Let's just say he, because we're talking about us.
For me, okay, for he.
Unless you've gone in different ways since the last time we talked.
No, definitely
not,
guys. Still sticking straight. To each the she, her
Sticking
pronoun still.
Right?
That's what the kids say these days.
What?
They like say their pronoun, like she, her.
Oh, I was saying strictly dickly is what I was saying.
That as well. Very, very. Nothing has changed, guys. Don't worry. But I think, I don't know. I know I have a fear of commitment. So it sucks because now that I realize, I'm actually always the one that's like, what do you want? Like, once I've, like, been talking to somebody for a while. But I guess the fear of, like, oh, well, I'm just
them saying no?
Like, no to kids.
Oh. But I also think that I'm fearful. Wow, this just became a topic of, like, what we're fearful of in our relationship. Of, like, rejection. It's, like, when you are talking to someone for however long, whatever, and then you're like, so, because I feel like guys are so just like, no, I don't want to have that conversation. Like, I was having a conversation with one of our guy friends, and he's like, no, like, guys don't want to hear that. And it's like, you guys have been talking for 4 months, and she asks you what you guys are, and it's just like, you're just going to not talk to her anymore? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, that. I feel like that's a long enough time for you to be like, okay, where's this fucking going?
4 months is a long time.
I know.
Like, for us ladies, like, 4 periods have passed. Hopefully.
4 moons have passed.
4 moons have passed.
Oh my gosh. But yes, I think it's a fear of being rejected by whoever you're dating to have those conversations. And, you know, it sucks to be rejected, but it's like, if that's not the person you're supposed to be with, and like, let's say
take it as a sign.
They don't want kids, why are you going to waste your time?
Mm-hmm.
Or they don't want to get married, or they say they like you, but they're not ready for a relationship, or they, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah. I mean, you're looking for your lifelong partner who would become your best friend, and you have to feel comfortable having these, like, hard conversations that you have with your best girlfriends.
Yeah.
And guys out there that listen to us, I would like to think I know you guys have these hard conversations with, oh my God.
Sorry.
Freaked me out.
My shoulder, or my elbow just popped. Continue, sorry.
I would like to think that you guys have these hard conversations with your guy friends.
I don't think they do.
I would like to think they do.
I think we have to have a guy on the show, because I honestly, like, I think that guys, single guys, care about boobs, beer, football, and getting laid. Yeah.
They do think about sex like 10 times more than we do.
And I mean, good for them. It's a lot, because I think about it a lot. So if it's 10 times more than what I think about it, that's a lot of times.
I think whatever the study is, or whatever that phrase is, like, men think about it.
If you think about it, let's just say 5 times in the day. That's 50 times that they think about it.
Yeah.
You just think about it 5 times, and you're like, I don't know, when you wake up, when you, I don't know, see a sexy man walking across the street.
Yeah, swiping on your Bumbles, your Hinges.
But, like, they see it, they think about it 50 more times, or 10 more times than that, so it's 50.
Yeah.
You're like, it's like literally every time they see a pair of boobs.
Which is probably a lot.
I know. It's
but
crazy.
I would like to think that if it's not with their guy friends, it's at least with maybe their mom or their...
Definitely not their mom. I would think that unless they're in a relationship, a serious relationship, that they're thinking about, man, I really like this girl, I'm thinking about taking it to the next step, that's when they talk to their friends about it. If they're just, like, talking to a girl...
But you don't think single guys, like, have this... like, in between men, like, locker room talk?
About what? Like, how they're going to propose to their future?
No, not propose, but, like, hey, man. Like, at the bar. Hey, man. You see yourself getting married? It's like, no, cool. And then they move on.
I mean, maybe they have that kind of conversation. They definitely don't have, like, the in-depth conversation.
No, not like us, but we're like, pour the glass of wine. What's your theme wedding? You know? Like, obviously not.
Tell me your colors.
What are your kids' names?
Yeah, no, seriously. But I don't think that they have those serious, in-depth conversations until... Well, I don't ever think that they're going to just, like, sit around and talk about their wedding. I don't think
or their feelings.
No. Men hate talking about their feelings.
They really do. Why?
It's unfortunate.
You guys are missing out on so much.
Oh, God. Okay, we're getting way off topic, but I don't even remember what we were talking about. Just about how we were finding your partner.
Our lifelong best friend.
Yeah.
Which I know some girls are, like, scared to be weird in front of their partner. Like, they're...
Well, I think that's an important thing when you're looking for someone, to be weird in front of them, because that's, like, your true self. Like, everyone's got a weird person living inside of them. Like, if you
We're
don't...
all weird guys.
If you don't, like, yes, you do. You just haven't found them yet. Mm-hmm. Like, put on some music... Get a mirror and just dance your ass off. Or
if you talk to yourself and make videos of it on Snapchat, you're weird.
We were going through Luisa's Snapchat and of just videos, and she had a filter, that one that makes her mouth really big, and she was just talking to herself, probably sending it to Fernanda or me or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I think you got interrupted because you're like, oh, I'm waiting outside of the dentist. I'm really scared right now. I don't know what it is, but I'm so fearful of the dentist. And it was in that like high-pitched voice, and it's like just those silly videos that you can just look back on and laugh.
But that's what's it called? Me loving my weird self.
Sure.
I forgot. I was gonna embracing my weirder self. That's
okay.
That's what I was wanting to say. Because I don't think I don't know.
Hey, get away from that right now. Get away.
Daisy likes to eat bags. That's her embracing her weirder self.
She's like, Mom, don't judge me. I'm just trying to eat my bag for the day. It's something about those like thicker plastic bags, like the Chick-fil-A bag and then Salada bag. Mm-hmm. It's like a thicker plastic.
And she knows. She's like, oh.
Yeah, like she doesn't do that to a Walmart bag or a Target bag or anything. It's fucking weird. I don't know. We're not judging you, Daisy, but like you're fucking weird. Oh, here she comes.
She's like, we're talking about me now? But I think it's, I don't know. I feel like we've just like we're just all over the place now, but I think it's fun to be weird.
Honestly,
like I always drop little like hints of like my weirdness
honestly,
when I start talking to people. I
think if you're not being, and this is I think like a life lesson that people just have to know. All right, Daisy, get down. Come on, go. I think that it's a life lesson that you kind of just have to be comfortable in your own skin to actually be able to enjoy life, to, you know, embrace everything around you. Because, I mean, if you're not comfortable in your own skin, of course you're not going to be comfortable being weird in front of anybody.
Yeah.
You know, especially in front of a potential partner or lover or whatever. And that's just a hard pill to swallow.
It is.
You know?
It's like that fear of rejection all over again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, what if I'm like really weird and they don't think it's funny and I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If they don't like you for who you are, fuck them, honestly. Yeah. They're not your best friend.
They're not. It's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be.
And if you have that conversation in 4 months and they say, I'm not at that place, it just means they didn't like you enough. Sadly, I saw that, like, from a guy on TikTok who's like, that just translates into, like, he doesn't like you enough, and take that as, like, okay, bye.
Yeah. And know your self-worth. We've, like, literally preached this so many times. It's, like, a broken record at this point. But knowing your self-worth, even when it comes, like, I know we talk about boyfriends and girlfriends and stuff like that all the time, but, like, even when it comes to your friends, like, knowing your worth and knowing, like, what is becoming not a good relationship for you. I mean, take the time that you need to process everything that, whatever you're going through, and you know, sometimes friends fall off because they just...
Something's happening.
And, I mean, it's never, I don't think, intentional, but sometimes, like, you have to do what's best for you, and a best friend will always be there, and will always be there to hug you and just let you cry on their shoulder. And if that friend, you know, pushes you away...
Yeah.
They're not there for you.
Yeah. Well, I think also, guys, I mean, going off of that, if you don't hear from your best friend, your friend, whoever, and you're like, I haven't heard from Aaron. I'm like, hey.
Yeah.
Probably send her a TikTok because that's my form of, that's one of my love languages, sending TikToks.
Yeah.
But to say, hey, think about you. Or, I mean, Fernanda does that when I haven't spoken to her in a while. She'll just be like,
hi.
Hey.
Yeah. just, you know.
Just checking up, because, guys, just like any relationship with a friendship, it's a two-way street. Mm-hmm. And for it to, like, have that open line of communication, like, you can't expect them to be the only ones to be there and be the ones that start the communication and just, you know.
And honestly, like, if they don't and they have been absent or they're not texting back or whatever, reach out to them and have a conversation with them and let them know what's going on, like, what your concerns are, what if you're mad. Like, I mean, I'm a big advocate in, like, talking about your issues. Like, if something comes up, like, I think it's really important to just get it out all in the air instead of brushing it under the rug. That just causes 10 times more issues, because there's resentment and all of this, what becomes hate towards this person, and it's like, it's then toxic. Yeah. So, I mean, if you do have a friend out there that's maybe been more distant than not, and, you know, hasn't been coming to events, or maybe something's going on in their life that isn't something that they want to openly talk about, but just let them know that you're there for them, and they will appreciate it.
Yeah, that goes a long way. Mm-hmm. Goes a very long way.
Yeah.
So reach out to your besties.
Yeah, that kind of turned into a sorrow moment, but I think it's important that,
also, like, I think people, like, think, like, oh, like, I have to talk to my best friend, like, every single day. Like, no, like, some of the best friendships are the ones that, like, you haven't spoken to, like, in 2 weeks, and when you finally meet up for brunch or dinner or wine night or whatever it is,
you have, like, things to talk about.
You have, like, oh my God, and it's like you pick up right exactly where you left off, and nothing has changed, because you are confident in your friendship, and you know, like, okay, like, if something's wrong, they'll let me know or whatever.
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah, for sure. I think that that's important to remember, is that your friends should always have your back. I mean, unless you, like, I don't know, stab them in theirs. I don't know. But
don't do that.
Don't do that, because then your friends won't want to be your friends anymore. But your friends are going to be there no matter what. Your best friends will definitely be there, as long as you're also putting in the effort. And even though it's sometimes hard to be present, your presence in their life is just as important as theirs is in yours. Yeah. So if you can imagine them being upset for whatever reason, that you're not responding to them or not, you know, communicating with them, just sometimes when, you know, issues arise, just think about it roles reversed, how you would feel if you were in their shoes. And it's fairly simple to realize that it takes two people to be in a relationship, and you can't just rely on one person.
Yeah.
So I think that this episode should really be a reminder to just be a better person and be a better friend than, you know.
Yeah. Just be
to
there.
Your friends.
Yeah, just be kind. I mean, we're sounding like a broken record by now, but
I know.
I mean, you just, if you haven't heard from them, just send a little hey, hi, gif, whatever, a call.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, life happens, you know, and like we go into these like different phases of life. I mean, you and I are currently, like, people are getting married and having babies. So many babies. And it's like, I actually saw a TikTok today, and it was, Scotia's like how, she threw a house party, and it was like how my single friends act. And it's like, they're in the kitchen, like, taking shots. It's like how my married friends act. And it's like, they're pregnant over there taking pictures. And it's like, you also have to understand, like, as a best friend, and Fernanda and I kind of went through this little, like, rough patch, I guess you could say, a couple years ago, because, I mean, she got married, like, but she's always been in a relationship, and I was out being single and, you know, sowing my oats, and we got into, like, a huge fight over it, and her mom had to sit her down and was like, you and Luisa are, like, you're practically married. Luisa's over here, like, she's single, like, she's finding herself.
Yeah.
And you have to respect
living
that.
her best life.
Like, she's over there being slut Louisa, just figuring it out, you know, and don't think that they're not, like, friends aren't happy for one another. We all are happy for one another. But you also you can't get upset over the different stages of life that you're in, because that's something that you just can't control.
Yeah, and also, I think having expectations of how people should react to your happiness is a huge thing that people should be aware of, because you can't control other people's emotions, and you can't control what people are going through in their life. And I don't know, just trying to, obviously, when my friends are going through those stages of life, like I have multiple friends having babies, gonna get engaged soon, getting married, whatever. And of course I'm happy for them, but at the same time, like, a little piece of me is also sad. And it's just a reminder to me that I'm not there yet.
Right.
And it's not anything against them. It's a battle that I'm dealing with myself, and it's selfish to say that out loud to them when they're so happy.
Yeah.
And for them to understand that, because it's like, well, you're my friend, like, you're supposed to be happy for me. And it's like, of course I am.
Yeah.
But also, you know, it's like when Monica and Chandler get engaged in Friends, and Rachel's like,
yes!
I'm gonna go sleep with Ross. And it's like, she's doing that because she's upset and she's sad.
No. Remember, like, they get engaged, like, oh, like, let's all go out to the plaza for champagne. And they all start getting ready in their nice clothes. And Monica opens the door, and it's Ross and Rachel kissing.
I know. And she did that because she was sad.
Oh.
She did that because she wanted
but
to just
Monica
feel something.
I mean, rightfully so, because everybody's like, you guys are back together?
Yeah, full circle. Don't fucking kiss your ex-boyfriend when the night I get engaged, and make it a big deal and make everyone only talk about that.
Yeah.
Full circle.
Full circle.
Don't get engaged at my wedding. Don't kiss your ex-boyfriend at my engagement party. See, we had a thing going on. We knew what we were talking about. But, I mean, it's the same thing. Like, she felt sad, so it's like she's acting out or whatever she's doing. And, of course, she's happy for Monica and Chandler. That's what she's been wanting forever. But Monica took it as, you're just trying to, like, one-up me or whatever the case may be, and that obviously wasn't the case. And they talked it out and got over it.
Yeah.
And then Rachel got pregnant on their wedding.
That's another one.
I know. Maybe, I mean, she found out that she got pregnant. She didn't announce it,
But I think Monica was, like, excited because it was like, oh, I'm going to be an aunt. Like, that's completely different, guys.
Yeah,
totally different. If you're in the bathroom, it's like, oh, I just peed on a stick. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Might let it slide.
Like, if you're not drinking at my wedding, I will be disappointed. And then I will want you to go pee on a stick, because if you're not pregnant, you're going to be drinking at my wedding.
Oh, yeah.
So, okay. Well, I'm glad we got back to the start of the circle.
Yeah. And now we've closed it.
So, in conclusion, I don't even remember what we talked about half the time.
We talked about, like, lifelong partners, best friends. But we did begin this with, would you be upset at your BFF/friend, whoever, getting engaged at your wedding? And I think we can both agree that
we would both be upset.
We would be... I would look at, like, my husband, or I would, like, look for some, like, you probably in the crowd.
Be like, are you fucking kidding me?
I think you could just, like, read my eyes, and I'd be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I'd probably go to, like, the bathroom, lock it for myself, and be like, who the fuck does this bitch think she is?
But then again, it's not the bitch's fault. It's the man's fault. Remember? We talked about that.
Oh, my God.
But I would be...
We don't know. I mean, we don't know.
Just nobody do that, okay? And then we'll save us all some misery. But just in conclusion, be there for your friends. Today's National Best Friend Day. Celebrate with a friend. Open a bottle of wine or whatever your choosing is. And give your friends a hug. Send them a text. Let them know that you're thinking about them. Because a lot of friends, me included, think that, you know, they want to be strong and they want to, you know, not worry anybody with their own problems or, you know, stress anybody else out with their own problems. And so just send them a text and say, hey, thinking about you, miss you, love you, whatever. And sometimes that's literally all it takes for somebody to get out of a funk, and just to let them know that you care.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Yes. In all sorts of relationships.
All sorts of relationships.
Best friends, work, partnership, marriage, relationships, all relationships.
All relationships. It's key.
Key. I don't know what that was, but got a little excited.
But yeah, guys, go hug your friend today. Make National Best Friend Day every day.
Yeah. It should be every day.
It should be.
It's National Best Friend Year.
Oh, there we go. Take that.
Take that, Best Friend Day. I just turned it into a year.
Right. You know, like the Chinese calendar has like, oh, like this is the year of the pig, or like something. It should be like, oh, this is the year of best friends.
All right, we'll get with the Chinese on that and see if they can work it in.
No, we don't have to know, because that's their thing.
Oh,
we'll
okay.
make it our thing. And then, oh, this is the year of the wine. Or this is the year of margaritas.
Okay. Hot girl year. Hot
girl year.
Yeah, that's what today. Yes. That's what this year is, and best friend year.
Yes. I'm gonna make the Roaring 20s hot girl year.
Like the entire 20.
This decade right here, 2020 to 2029.
Okay. Is hot girl?
I mean, if I get engaged,
hot girl decade?
If I get engaged in like 4 years or whatever, it'll still be hot girl year.
Yeah, it'll still be hot
just
girl.
Because, and also ladies, like, just because you're married, like, flaunt that. You got that. Married women have like that extra more confidence.
Yeah, because they already secured the bag.
Yes. So you go out there, fuck what everybody else thinks.
Not fuck everybody else. Fuck what everybody else thinks.
Yes.
Okay, let's end it there.
All right, guys.
Merry
Cheers.
Best Friends Day.
Yes. Buy a house next to your best friend. It'll be fun.
So random.
It'll
Love
be
y'all.
fun. Bye.
Bye.